Hi, this is Jim, and the question I have for you today is how do you find voice? And when I mean voice, I mean that voice that you have online or in blogging or in speaking or in teaching, preaching, selling, whatever it is that thing that distinguishes you from everybody else. It is that unique qualifier that people find intriguing about you. And so the story goes is when I was a wee lad back in junior high, there was a creative writing contest that I was a part of, and I ended up winning to my surprise. And they sent me to a writers conference, and what that did for me as an individual was just know that when you inspire young people, uh, it moves them for lifetime, for life really. And later on, that same inspiration led me to try out for a part in a play, and it was that same inspiration that led me to apply for a drama scholarship, which I received. And it's that same thing that I've had my whole life, where that thing where you want to create, you want to use the voice, and you want to inspire others. And as I think about that, even now, transferring, relationship building and that voice into how do we communicate in 140 characters? How do we communicate in blog paragraphs? How do we communicate via ebooks, via Twitter, via video? And so one of the things I'm really talking about these days is in processing is how can the church, you, the church, or you, the groups of people, companies, whatnot, figure out how to use that same voice and on in social media. And so how do you, what type of voice, what does that sound like? What is uh, your language? What is your culture? And only you know that. You know what your voice is. I can figure out what that voice is and I can imitate it, but it's easier if you do it. So that's what I'm really processing these days, is how do we help groups like churches and nonprofits and companies find their voice, not to just go out and establish a Twitter and Facebook and a blog, but really to find a niche and find a place where they're comfortable. And for example, when I was formal blogging is really boring for me, and so I wanted a place where I could just share what inspires me, and that's cartoons. So I like quirky things. I like to draw cartoons and doodle and sketch, and find cartoons that inspire. So I found all of these cartoons on the internet that I found inspiring. I thought, what if I had a blog that would just inspire others? And so I found that thing that I'm comfortable with. It's that niche, right? And how do we teach others to find a niche or to find a place where they're so comfortable that they are able to teach and use that voice, that it's that way that you talk to your wife or your girlfriend. It's that way you are when you're not working the job that you don't like. And that's what I struggled with for years, is that I worked in jobs where I wasn't really comfortable, wasn't really always myself, because I was forced to do it to make money. And once that was gone, it was just me. It was me, left to me to figure out, between me and the good Lord, what did that look like and who am I? And so one of the key things is you really have to just spend some time figuring out who are you, what is your voice, and what's that characteristic that nobody else has? What's that one thing that makes you special? And so I hope you find this video blog inspiring, and it's something that's inspired me. And so I hope you're having a great weekend. Bye.